Gaming Bolt presents 15 things players want Bungie to fix in Destiny. We have a lot to cover here, so let us dive right in. Teleporting ogres. Picture this. You and your fire team are trying to complete the hard mode. You're down to your last round of ogres when suddenly one of them decides to just teleport away from its spawn. Now everything is messed up. Having fun yet? At least Bungie is still looking into this one. Firefly glitch. When you activate Firefly, there's a chance your game may freeze. This can also happen when using the Vanity, a future war cult hand cannon with luck in the chamber, and Firefly. While some players report this glitch being fixed, there are still others who have seen it pop up. Crucible lag. Thanks to Bungie opting for a pair-to-pair matchmaking system, you are pretty much at the mercy of whoever's the host during a Crucible game. You could thus be paired to someone across the globe and experience oodles of lag. Matchmaking in Crucible. Something odd has been happening with regards to matchmaking in Crucible. Players have reported what seems to be a skill-based global matchmaking system. This means that rather than prioritizing connection, Destiny will automatically seek out players with the same skill level as you, regardless of where they are. Returning to orbit glitch. Having a fun time in trials? Wouldn't it be amazing if you had suddenly returned to orbit for no reason at all other than you were joining a new fire team? This despite the fact there is no fire team you are joining? It's almost as bad as a friend joining on you and effectively pulling you out of the Nightfall, except in trials, you can't join back with your team. Various error codes. Weasel, Baboon, Anteater, Caterpillar, more than a year later, and it's not uncommon to encounter several of these error codes on a daily basis. While some players are luckier than others, I'm hard-pressed to spend every single day without a Weasel or a Baboon on my console. Requiring exotic shards to infuse exotics. The infusion system in Destiny isn't all that bad, save for the materials, marks, motes of light and whatnot that are required to level up your favorite gear. But requiring exotic shards to infuse exotics? It's even worse now that Shards doesn't even sell exotic shards. Nightfall Rewards. So Bungie has buffed the reputation gains from the Nightfall and added a decent amount of loot to the table. The bad news is that you'll still be earning crappy drops more often than not. It's absurd to think that a sub 290 light level ghost shell shouldn't be everyone's reward for putting in so much work, especially if their light level is 300 plus. Random Misadventures. This is amazing because it adds yet another layer of RNG to Destiny's many layers of randomness. Did your teammate somehow melee you with the force of 1,000 suns into a pillar? Randomly fallen on a sharp edge from a decent height? Suddenly hopped off your sparrow after bypassing a bunch of enemies? You get the point by now. Sprint cooldown. One of the most frustrating aspects of Destiny is the invisible cooldown on sprinting. When you are sprinting, stopping and then attempting to sprint again, you'll notice your character takes a while to start sprinting again. This can get especially annoying in certain situations. Ease of sniping. This isn't so much a bug or glitch as a constant nuisance these days in the Crucible. When using a sniper rifle like 1000 yards stare, you'll notice how easy it is to pop heads off of enemies. This is because of the high aim assist, but combined with Destiny's lag problems, players constantly land headshots without any effort at all. Auto rifle damage buffs. If it wasn't obvious before, we'll say it again. A 0.04% boost to auto rifle damage makes no discernible difference in the Crucible. Why did Bungie buff auto rifles by such small smidgens of percentages? Invalidating Year 1 content. Year 1 for Destiny wasn't perfect, but it offered players a ton of fun in terms of gear, etc. With Year 2, Bungie chose to throw out all of the content because too much choice would apparently paralyze the gamer's psychology. It's such a backwards logic to think that too much content would be a concern. No matchmaking for Nightfalls. Remember Bungie's reasoning for not having matchmaking for Nightfalls? Due to the modifier which returned players back to orbit when the entire team wiped? It reasoned that it would be better to have a pre-made team to prevent constant breakups. Well, now that Nightfall no longer sends you to orbit after wiping, why doesn't it have matchmaking? No optional matchmaking for raids. Imagine this, Destiny's best content is locked behind a requirement of 6 team members. If you don't have 5 other friends, that means you need to head to LFG. But why isn't there an in-game LFG option? We're not quite sure, but that's pretty much the reason why some of the best stuff Destiny has to offer is out of reach for the majority of its players.
And if you like what we're doing, go ahead and click that subscribe button. See you soon.